Sanibonani, Dumelang, Awsheni. It's your Paul, Upol, Umahlasela, Uhlasi, Omidi, Mabele, Sijamota Kamileng. I'd like to welcome you to another fresh and refurbished episode of Spirit Matters. And with me, as always, I'm rolling with Umkul Sishi. How are you doing, sir?
Sanibonani, usishilo, ngaba umathendwa bayikhulu. Ngaba nogoba amajana samahle, ombambo, omakeza ngobisi. I hope everyone is good. It's a new year, 2025. I pray that everyone that's watching and everyone that's been following this journey has a prosperous year and nothing but good tidings come your way.
And we just came back from another hot, exciting episode with Mr. Parks.
Yeah,
I like that was funny, man. But also we learned a lot, even though there were jokes around here and there, but I feel like we learned a lot, especially when it comes to matters of like just being aware and familiar about the red flags of fake sangomas. And that is really important because a lot of people, they're falling from for scams of working with fake sangomas and which is like another dangerous thing, because we once spoke about Utswebula and then like you explaining okay,
yeah.
But I hope that those who watched it, I hope you also learned. But what is the thing that you took away from that episode?
So one of the things that we kept agreeing on with Drew Parks was the need for people to learn to pray before they go see a seer or a sangoma or a healer.
Yes.
It is very important for you to align yourself with the light and align yourself with your spirituality before you go there. Just to make sure that if there are any red flags, they are presented to you in your dreams, in your visions, or whatever it is, how they want to show you. Because out of desperation, we normally just go from house to house.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also very important for people to learn to not go see too many people at the same time.
Yeah.
Parks made a nice analogy of doctors. If you're pregnant, you don't allow a GP to handle you.
Yeah.
You go to a specialist. You get referred by a GP to a specialist. The same should happen. If you are having a problem of having psychic attacks, or you are having a problem where you don't sleep at night, or you're having nightmares, or it's trito, you can't keep going to 3 sangomas at the same time, or 3 healers at the same time.
Yeah.
You'll end up being scammed, like you were saying.
Yes.
I can't wait for the episode to be flighted so people can learn, because I know Pax from way back. We were in the same initiation school.
Yes.
And Pax also left the initiation school like I did.
Yeah.
And then after that he kept going from pillar to post of a lot of gobelas that are liars.
Yeah.
And they tried to steal his power.
Yes.
Ultimately, and I always believe in this, no one can truly steal your power.
Yeah, that's true.
The power that's within you, Paul, is Paul. The problem is that when they start doing these things they do with herbs, all they do is delay your destiny, but not take it away.
Yes.
That's why you hear of people that, this singer like Uma Willis, he started being famous from his 40s.
Yeah.
What was the delay?
Yeah.
Are you telling me he couldn't sing when he was 15 years old?
Yes.
But for some reason he kept getting rejected. He kept getting doors closed on him. So somewhere, somehow, I'm not saying that I'm doing a reading for Uma Willis.
For sure.
May he rest in peace. But somewhere, somehow, his destiny was delayed.
Yeah.
So we need to learn about ourselves and where we come from and what it is that will help us.
Definitely.
Maybe it's not a sangoma. Maybe it's not a prophet. Maybe it's not a psychic or someone with its tarot cards. Maybe it will involve you just going down on your knees and praying to the Lord. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's you going on a self-initiation drive. But ultimately, do something so that your destiny can come sooner than later.
Like that is so true, cool, because I think also another thing that I've also personally learned when having to consult. I think I remember on the last episode I did mention that for me it's important that I connect with this like spirit mentor that is currently helping me, and there's this other lady who was also assisting me, just before I came back to Soweto, because there was a time where I lived in the Vaal, so I used to work with the Umfomi Mamit, right? Her name is SMP015. She's like, remember before I met you?
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, hey,
you told me.
Yeah, like she's the one that taught me to say, yo, bro, don't be going around consulting to different samamas or spiritual people, because of that is called spiritual prostitution in a sense, because you're allowing every samama to tap on you.
Wow.
Like literally, but yeah, not in a bad way. And then how can I open the show without introducing our ghost lady? Mpo is in the building. Mpo, you here, man? What's up?
I'm calling you.
Yes. Hey, Mpo is busy currently, just ensuring that our live on TikTok is going live. But also Mawanda is here, and again SK is here. Boo 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 boo. Hey man, before we dive into today's topic,
load shedding is back.
Load shedding is back,
yeah.
And Valentine's is coming.
Trump is president again. And Valentine's is coming.
All these things are happening. Okay, let's start with Valentine's. Yeah. Right.
I think Valentine's is the reason why we have load shedding. That's just my view.
And I'm really so
Actually, it has to be candlelit. So.
Oh yes. Are you excited about it?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I celebrate Valentine's every day, even when I'm angry at my wife.
Yes.
For me, it's Valentine's because, guys, the moment you don't invest in your marriage and your relationship, things go down south. There's not enough water in the rivers of Joburg that can cleanse you from losing your loved one because you did not pay attention to her. I've been very busy lately, the last 6 months, and I realized something. We were talking, me and my wife, today. We haven't had dinner night in a while. I think last time we went for dinner, it was in October, and I felt horrible. I felt horrible, and I was like, hey, yes, you're right. So what day is it today? Saturday. We went on Monday. We had dinner night.
Nice one.
And I ignored my phone. So people keep me busy, how it is. Sometimes I get unexpected WhatsApp calls.
Yes.
While I'm on another WhatsApp call, because I use this phone for my sessions. So what my wife has done is that she helps me with my bookings, which I really appreciate. But it is important for me to not lose sight of the fact that as much as I'm doing the spiritual work, I'm also human. Yeah. And my wife is also human. Yes. So I still buy her roses.
Mommy. Yes,
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying Valentine's is every day.
It's every day.
And I take her out and we go for dinner.
Yeah.
If I can't take her out, then we can have a nice little drive for ourselves in the house and play cards. We like playing cards.
Yes. What is your favorite game? Crazy 8.
So I taught her Crazy 8. And
awesome.
I was stupid because I taught her all the strategies. So now she beats me on Crazy 8. There's another game, I don't know what it's called in English. Yeah, Tina, in KZN City School.
Oh, Tina, so it's a school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's school.
Oh, okay. There's apparently a Tswana name for it, we said it last night.
That game is Scoop.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Scoop, yeah.
Yeah, so now I didn't know that, but that's one that I always beat her on, and I also beat her on top 10.
Yeah, top 10 is my favorite.
But she's also learning my strategies now.
What about Casino?
I beat her.
Casino is the one.
I mean, I never enjoyed casino. My dad tried teaching me casino, but I told you about my relationship with my father. He loved casino. So, you know, when you have a tough relationship with the man, you start hating things that he likes. So I never really picked up on casino. I wish I did, because I told you that me and my dad worked things out, and when he passed, we were best of friends. So I should have liked casino. So now if I have a son now, I'm just going to teach him Iskupu, and top 10 and crazy 8. I don't know if I'll be able to, because these kids are always sitting on their phones nowadays. So.
And then like you did mention that, you know, load shedding is back, and I know that you are pissed about that.
Yeah, so we have a UPS in the house. And one day I don't know what function we went to. We left the upstairs sliding door opened, and the UPS was sitting right there, and it rained. UPS is gone.
And there were kids in the house.
So my wife was angry at the kids, but you know how it is with us black children. We don't normally frequent our parents' room. So we respect. We do, like I didn't frequent my mom and dad's room, so I don't really blame the kids for not going upstairs to check if our sliding door was closed. But my wife was angry. She said we must change the Wi-Fi password, and these kids must not.
You're grounded. Like a true mother.
And I kept going. But it's not their fault. I'm glad they respected our room. So it's okay. It's just a device. It's expensive, but it's usually on special. So we'll get it on special again. Or there are places I found in Rudaport that actually fix UPSs. So I'll have it fixed.
Awesome.
But yeah, load shedding is back, and I must say it was disappointing. It's funny that it came back after NESA said. NESA is the National Energy Regulator of South Africa. They said no to the increase. So the same week. So people are saying,
we never had load shedding.
Yeah, now because NESA said no increase, now you have load shedding. So we don't know where this is going and where the country is going. But on this podcast, we are not politicians. We are spiritualists.
Yes, sir.
We can only pray for the president and the Minister of Electricity to find a solution. Is he still the Minister of Electricity?
Yes, he still is.
Is he not the Energy Minister now or something?
Yes, like they chose to just specify. So it would be narrowed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. Welcome to
It is
SATA.
what it is.
Welcome to SATA. And it's so very frustrating for some of us who are paying for our electricity, you know.
Why are you saying some of you?
Me, I'm paying. I'm paying. So, you know, the moment, it just goes. Luckily for me, I'm covered because I have,
Solar.
So just, I don't feel it. You know, but other than that, getting into today's topic, I'm very excited about it. And you guys on TikTok have been, raving about this topic. I remember when you did a video about that, people just were flocking in, with their comments and questions and stuff like that. Today we are talking about the dangers of dating your family member.
No,
You related?
we're talking about pregnancy today.
Oh.
We're talking about I haven't done a video on dating family members yet.
Yes.
That's gonna be hectic.
But the prep that you sent me.
No, that's not gonna be live. That's gonna be an episode.
Okay,
For now, people had a lot of questions on TikTok.
Yes. Oh, it's the reason why we're going live now.
Yes, because I wanted us to talk about it because people had a lot of questions and I couldn't cover all of them because it was over 200,000 views out of the blue. So this is a topic on things to avoid when you're pregnant from a spiritual point of view. So the key pointers that I highlighted was the importance of protecting the baby from spiritual negative spirits that we have in this world.
Yeah.
So a baby is an innocent, and the baby brings light with it. That's why some nations and some tribes believe that the birth of a child brings some sort of luck to the family.
Yes.
You find that the wife is pregnant and the husband is not working, but there'll be stories where when the wife got pregnant, the husband suddenly got a job, or the husband suddenly got this business that worked out for them.
Mm.
So we have to protect the child while the child is in the mom's in gestation, basically. One of the things that I mentioned was that, firstly, the question that I normally get when I consult is that, can I have sexual relations with the father of my baby while pregnant?
Yes.
And I think the reason why they asked that, again, like the last topic we had when we went live on Soul Ties, is that what if the father of the baby is bringing some spirits that may be impactful to me and my baby, which is a valid concern. So that's why I always say for the father, he must make sure that he behaves during the pregnancy.
Yes.
Unless it's a polygamistic situation.
Okay.
Remember, in polygamy, there are rituals that are designed for you guys to be sister wives. Now, when you are sister wives, it means that your husband can be intimate with the other wife and you without impacting you from a soul type point of view, because you are all tied together from a cultural point of view.
Yes.
But under normal circumstances where it's not polygamy, I always say that the father must please behave. Don't go sleeping around, because you don't know what you're bringing back to your wife, and you don't know what you're bringing back to the child. But when it comes to sexual relations, you can, even the doctors will tell you that it helps with stretching you down there so that the delivery is quite
it becomes a bit easier, Nyana.
easier. Yeah. So normally the rule of thumb is that up to 7 months you can be intimate with the father of your child. However, after 7 months, you need to be a little bit gentle with her.
Yeah.
What do I mean by gentle? You and your husband know each other. You know what it is that's going to be comfortable for the love making when the baby is big now.
Yes.
All of those things.
Yes.
But another question that kept coming up on TikTok, because another spiritual recommendation is that after delivery, depending on the clan, like the Tswanas, they will go home for like 3 months with the baby. It is suggested and it is recommended, and I'm using the word recommended, I'm not telling people how to live their lives. It is recommended that you don't make love for 6 months at least. Now, people are going to say, I'm getting cool. 6 months is too long, right? So, now I'm saying, I'm giving you a recommendation from a spiritual point of view, because the child at that time is still fresh and still new. Doctors say 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Right?
Yes.
So from a biology point of view, the woman is ready after 6 weeks. But now I'm saying, Uti, pray on it. Listen to what your guides tell you. Don't listen to what Mkulusishi is saying.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a recommendation, which is spiritually, Umdwana will be up and ready for you guys to exchange energies sexually in front of them in the house after 6 months.
Okay.
I just want to clear that part.
Yeah, because of kind of abanye abantwana abastot mabakhulu ngoba abazali bakho abathatha 6 months.
Another question that came up, that always comes up, is that, okay, so Mkulu, I met my girlfriend when she was 3 months pregnant, but it's not my baby.
Yeah,
it's another man's baby, right?
Yes.
So I'm saying, again, from a perspective of protecting this baby, because this is an innocent soul, try and not have sexual relations while pregnant with another man that is not the father of this baby.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what the ancestors of this baby are going to do and say. Some people have had instances where they did do that and they ended up with bad luck, specifically the man, not the woman. So now we need to cleanse you because you went and slept with another woman who was pregnant and you took amabadi, bad luck from there. And you don't know why and how. So now we need to cleanse you. Some people would actually tell you that, hey, Yasmin Amkulu, I slept with so-and-so who was pregnant at the time. And for some reason, things went south afterwards.
Yes.
You don't know how protective the ancestors that are with this child that's in gestation are.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. But you'll find that people are doing it. Right?
Yes.
You'll find that it's happening and no one has noticed any bad luck.
Yeah.
Right? So people forget it's not a one-size-fits-all.
Yeah.
If it worked for you and you were lucky and nothing happened to you when you made love to a pregnant woman and it's not your child, great, you are lucky.
Yes.
But I'm saying that, I'm giving you recommendations to say, please don't do this, please don't do that while you are pregnant.
There's also a thing of saying, but lentally as a gas. How much as a gas will know this. When you say for instance, you sleep with your girl, take that example, you meet this girl, she's already pregnant within 3 months, and then now you just decide to say, let me,
go in.
Yeah. And then there's a thing of saying the kid that comes out almost ends up looking like you. Yeah, that kind of thing. So it's a thing that is that floats around. I don't know how true it is, but it's that kind of thing. I have some of the questions that people on TikTok ask.
Wait, I need to say a couple of more things.
Sure.
Another thing that women who are pregnant need to avoid, Marcos, is places like cemeteries.
Oh yeah, see.
Because you don't know what spirits are there. You don't know what you're going to come back. Remember, the core of what we are talking about here is protecting that unborn baby.
Yes.
So please do not go to a cemetery. Someone on TikTok said to me, but Minamkulu, I did go, nothing happened. Again, I'm going to say this. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Who knows, maybe something did happen and you didn't feel it because you didn't recognize it as something bad.
Yes.
Maybe you ended up with some sort of bad luck in something that you were supposed to achieve and it ended up taking time for you to achieve it. I don't know, but it's better to stay safe. So avoid cemeteries. Avoid functions like maybe your neighbor has slaughtered a goat, right? And now when you're going there to eat, you don't know what that goat is for. Maybe they were doing something to actually cancel out a hex or a curse if something. Those goats normally carry things that are not right. And then when you are eating and you have a child inside of you, and then the child comes out with problems.
And what about the thing of being in clustered places, where there's just too much people? Does it impact maybe going to the mall or stuff like that?
Look, the mall is not so bad, but again, you can avoid it. When a child is born, there's something that is called the entrance. We use to try and protect the child because we don't know what we're carrying, So I wouldn't go to the mall if I'm a woman who's pregnant because I don't know what people have around me, But you can go to work.
Yeah, to work definitely. But at the malls, other women, when they see another woman pregnant, instead of touching the stomach, that for me is
why are you touching?
How many months? That for me, I don't like it.
Yeah. So that's that, and I like that point, Paul, because it leads me to my next point.
Yes.
Not everybody is happy for you.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that are looking for babies. There's a lot of people that are praying for babies. Now when you've been blessed, you are lucky, you are pregnant. There's another thing. This whole thing of baby showers, guys. gender reveals. Those are Western things.
Thank you.
They are not African things. In Africa, we do not celebrate the harvest before it comes.
Yeah.
We pray to God and we wait for the harvest, and when the harvest comes, we celebrate and we thank God. Now, when you are still pregnant and you are carrying this baby and you are thanking Amadlozi and you're already celebrating and you're thanking God, but the child has not come yet. So I know, guys, you're gonna shoot me down. You're gonna say, but Nkulu, we need to move with the times. Amadlozi must move with the times. I wanna go back again to the point I keep making. It is not a one-size-fits-all.
Yeah.
You don't know who it's gonna work for or who it's not gonna work for. Sometimes the closest of your friends, recently, me and my wife had a mahlabisa.
Yes.
My wife had to write off a few friends who didn't even bring a gift to her. These are people she goes way back with.
Oh my God.
But there were people who knew her friends that she just met.
Who came with the gift?
Who came with gifts. There were people who are my clients, my patients, who came with gifts. But how can my best friend, who I've been friends with since primary, my neighbor Gochai, does not bring a gift to Amahlabisa Am? And Mina, I didn't know about Amahlabisa because it's not what we do in KZN. But I understood when I got to Joburg, this is a big thing. So when my wife told me that so and so didn't give me anything and I'm writing them off, I understood. I got it.
Yes.
Because these are same people, and God does this thing, Paul, where He removes people from you that are not supposed to be around you.
Automatically.
Now, imagine my wife gets pregnant this year, and we're praying and we're hoping that it's going to happen. Now, those friends are still in your life, and they bring gifts with baby shower, right? These gifts, some funny oils in there that we didn't even see. We don't know what they are bringing, because really and truly, they've always been envious of you as their friend. We're not trauma. Somehow, when things always work out for you, I've always known you're going to have the car first. I've always known you're going to be pregnant first. I've always known you're going to get married first. Such things. And when you're bringing them in your space, and this poor, innocent child,
oh my God.
boom, now you have a miscarriage.
Oh my God.
And the baby is not even born as yet. And you saw, we had an episode last on YouTube about miscarriages with Leslie. So we can avoid these things, guys. Protect your baby. Please go to a black pharmacy. CMOS, I'm sure they have something. He probably would have something for you that you can use to protect the baby. There are medicines, black medicines you can drink. Prophets as well. Me, Nanja, for example, I pray for babies. And I give you like a string, a wool. We tie it, and then we pray for it, and we put it around your waist, and we make sure that the pregnancy gets to fruition and the baby is born safely. I actually recently did it for my friend's wife, who has a history of miscarriages, and the baby is alive. She is 6 months old. You know, another thing that people use is oils or holy ash, or just go to Catholic church or any church to have imisa. There's something called imisa, where we pray for this child. They must have safe passage into this world. Also, psychologically, be positive, mom. I know you've lost babies. I know you've had so many miscarriages and it's been a struggle for you. Even making umntwana was a huge challenge. But the Lord has signed it off now. You being negative and being scared and operating from a fear point of view can also sabotage you. And you'll end up having a miscarriage as well. So be positive, have faith, Trust in the Lord that has given you this gift. Trust in the ancestors that have assigned you this child, that this is going to be a baby that's going to come into this world. Yes.
Wow, cool. And, like,
Amen.
and also, like, I think this speaks on behavioral changes for pregnant women. I mean, like, there's a lot of behavioral changes that they have to come to. Let's say, for instance, like the mother used to smoke, they have to stop, whether it's cigarettes or how
And alcohol.
They have to stop, and also alcohol
Goes
and
without
stuff
saying.
like that.
Yes.
You know, and like some of them, they say, let me push, for the first 3 months, and then I'll quit after that. I mean, like, I want to understand what are the like the negative things that may come about if you take time to let go of your negative behaviors, just when you.
So, from a biology point of view, the child is at a very, very critical stage in the first 3 months.
Yeah.
The first trimester, even the gynecologist will tell you this. But from a spiritual point of view, we don't know why you drink. We don't know why you smoke.
Yes.
Maybe you do these things because of some sort of hex that was put on you. Maybe you do these things because there's a spirit that walks with you that is not cleansed. You need to be cleansed. Someone asked me on TikTok, can I go to the river when I'm pregnant? I'm going to say yes and no.
Okay.
Because you need to learn to listen to your guides. You also need to learn to listen to your elders. If they say, "Kwamahlasela," or "Go kwabe," we don't do that. Don't do that. But I have taken people to the river to be cleansed who are pregnant.
Yes.
Because we checked. We did a reading, we spoke to the ancestors, we connected, and they said, yes, please go and cleanse this woman.
Yeah.
Because maybe at that time, you are carrying this ancestor who is some sort of curse ekhaya. And and it never happened. And now you find that you are now carrying this curse that keeps repeating itself, where you have now lost 6 babies.
Yes.
And you don't know why you keep having a miscarriage. And there's someone else who died long ago, and before they died, they kept having a miscarriage. So now that energy needs to be cleansed. Do you get what I'm saying? So you are smoking because you're saying, I'm going to stop smoking after the baby is 4 months in my belly.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to stop after the baby is 5 months. Can't you think when you are smoking by yourself, by your free will,
Yeah.
can't you are smoking because of the spirit. And now you get a miscarriage. I'm not saying that miscarriages only happen due to spiritual reasons.
Yes.
There are biological reasons. So it's important that you keep in touch with your gynecologist and do what you are told from a biology point of view. But I'm saying learn to balance from a spiritual point of view as well.
Yes. Like back on that point of like baby showers. Some other women can say, but as you said, it's our newfound culture that we are practicing.
Yeah.
Of course, even though we've adapted it like from the Western culture. But I think, guys, this is really important. I cannot stress it this much. As much as the circle of friends you have, you may think that you trust them, but trust me, I know friends. I've got to learn the hard way personally. But you need to be careful, just so you can protect yourself. I feel like it's better to be safe than sorry, because then, bro, like you're trying to please friends. And also, like, women can say, but I see me planning. It's them who planned it for me, so I just had to roll with it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just transitioning. That's
Yeah.
the role of baby showers.
Yeah.
Or close friends, they just want to help you welcome this bundle of joy. Yeah, so that they can,
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying don't do it. But I'm saying just be careful because you don't know your friends. I just made an example about people that you grew up with that couldn't even buy you a kettle. Yeah, 150. Lapana a box.
Yeah, and to think I've been there for them.
Do you get what I'm saying? And when you've been, so imagine what those people are secretly wishing for you. And look at when we first got married. That small wedding we had. you lost friends there. When we moved to the suburbs, you lost friends when we moved. So now we have a big mahlabisa. You lose friends again. That's God telling you, I am taking you somewhere. And there are people that are not going to be there for you. Or you don't need them because you don't know what negativity they say God knows conversations that happen behind closed doors. So I am not saying, I repeat, I'm not saying people must not move with the Western world. But now I'm saying, realize our culture was trying to protect us from such things.
Yes.
So till today, we are still doing circumcision. What are you now gonna say? It's wrong.
No.
So there are things that we do from a cultural point of view. Unless you say to me, I know my friends. I know my friends. They love me. They like my sisters. I know when they do a baby shower for me, they will not be doing it from a wrong point of view. Maybe let's not call it a baby shower to accommodate our culture. Maybe let's call it something else. Because like Umpo is saying, we are not celebrating, we are trying to help a new wife who's having a baby. So we're going to bring clothes together, we're going to bring little baby dummies. Then let's call it what it is. Let's not call it a shower. Let's not call it a celebration because the baby is not here yet. We're going to celebrate when the baby is there. Why don't we accommodate our ancestors and call it something else?
That's what other people prefer. They call it baby boom. After 3 months, I think, then they do a baby boom, and that's when people start buying them
things.
They will have a gift register.
It makes sense then, honestly.
Yeah.
Then also there's this thing where I remember my aunt and my big sister did it just after giving birth. The baby's not supposed to see anyone, or you're also not supposed to see you just validate yourself.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that one?
But it's the same thing.
Yes.
Protect yourself from the energies and the spirits that people carry. So sometimes a newborn,
yes.
You grab the baby. For some reason, when this person grabs the baby screams. Paul, I'm not saying that person that. Sometimes the person could be in a different state. Maybe they're going through something and they're alright spiritually or emotionally and psychologically.
Yeah.
Children are very sensitive. When the child is young, the skull is still coming together here.
Yeah.
And we always say, Tina, you must protect, otherwise you kakai lose for shock.
Yes.
And then if you kakai you show no pants, there's a big problem now. The baby needs to be taken to hospital. So we just try to protect the child from all of the spirits. That's why Tswanas will say, no, baby mama and the baby, they must go and be away from everyone for 3 months.
Yes.
And then after 3 months, things are safer.
For men, this may be difficult, because you just suggested that men shouldn't sleep with their wives or girlfriends for the first 6 months after giving birth.
Yeah.
That may be hard. But then how do you think men psychologically, they can have a proper fixed mindset not to be to be just disciplined enough? Because if it can be a thing of I could imagine this kid and say, nakila pili na. So how do we then, and also we live in a generation whereby, like the men that we have nowadays,
sexually hyper.
they're on steroids. But then how do we then keep the discipline and the mindset?
So I like the word that you just used, this discipline.
Yes.
We live in a world where we have grown to believe that we can't live without sex.
Yes, oof, I love that.
But here's one thing you can't live without. Water.
Yes.
And God.
And God.
Thank you.
So a human body, I think you can only stay 3 days without water?
Yeah, something.
But you cannot live without food. I'm sorry for how long, but it's longer. 3 weeks.
Without food?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
When you're fasting, the body literally starts eating itself.
Yes, it eats the glucose in your body.
Yeah. So sex. What impact does it have on you if you don't have it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be sexually frustrated.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But when we go to your twasa,
Yeah.
for example, we are told you can't have sex
You can't.
until you are finished. I mean, I stayed a full 2 months. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I could do that.
Yeah.
But I did it because I told myself,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
when the mother of my first child was, after delivering, I also stayed without sex. I
Yeah.
focused on my baby.
Yeah.
I focused on Nandi. I didn't think about sex.
You know, like I remember I watched a podcast with Israel, the guy who acts as a Tsotsi, you know, he was speaking about that to say, you know, sometimes, you know, especially for us as men, our luck gets, you know, closed because of we are always wanting to do different the things that we, like the energy, like the type of energy that we get from. I'm not saying it's bad, but always being consistent on it, like always wanting it every week.
Yes.
You know, I have friends who want that thing like every day. You know, so
I used to be like that.
yeah, like
I would even justify it from a biological point of view to say that if a man doesn't have sex for so many days, then they start having wet dreams because biologically the sperm cells start overflowing.
The testosterone is up high and then
Yes.
you get stimulated.
Yes, then the system does it for you and you have a dream and you ejaculate. But if you are in that state of mind, if you need to meditate, meditate. If you need to pray, pray. And tell yourself, listen, I want to respect my baby mama for the next 3 months.
Yeah, and like, you know what other baby mamas are doing? They say, "Ish, for the sake of my husband or for the sake of my boyfriend, because I don't want to lose him, let me take him to the strip club. If he, so that he doesn't touch me, but at least he can, you know, he gets."
But what are you coming back with? The energies in that strip
It's
club.
worse, Nkulu. It's worse. You know why? Men in this generation are too demanding when it comes to sexual stuff. Like, we put sex on a pedestal. It's like,
we do.
You know, it's like, so that's why now women, like a baby mama, I could imagine, could feel like, let me just do this for him. You know, or maybe like, let's do alternative sex. I don't want to make this topic about sex, but it's like,
it's a good point. It's
really trying to build up the mindset for both men and women. You know, like what do you think about alternatives? Right, we are still on the 6 months of us, you know, and then like we try alternatives.
Okay. You could have remote sex. You could have sex with someone in England on a video. You could have oral sex. You could have anal sex. You could do hands. You could do whatever.
Yes.
It's still sex. Why? Because the sexual energies that are released. So sex is natural, right?
Yes.
It's designed by God for creating babies. But the Bible warns us about sexual deviancy. When you start going outside the norms of how it was designed, you start to invite demons to be involved. They are sexual demons that want to be part of this. That's why there's always this argument about why can't I masturbate? I'm saying it's fine, you can masturbate, but know
it
that,
makes sense.
But know that masturbation has something that comes with it.
Oh my God, tell me about it in code 8.
It's the spirits that come through, the demons that come through when you masturbate that want to be part of that.
Oh my God.
So that's why I always say, okay, because now people are going to say, okay, but Nkulu, when they don't masturbate and they don't, we don't give them alternatives, they're going to go out or they're going to rape. And I'm saying we need to look at the root cause why they are raping. Because the world is so sexual hyper.
Like everything
we've just made an example. Your body needs water and food. Procreation is for making babies, continuation of the species. But we have made it, the world has made us believe that without sex you are nothing. You even start to believe that it's linked to your
livelihood or
yes, your livelihood and your psychological. If I go without sex for 5 days, you know, why are people not praying? Why are people not connecting with God? How come we have Tibetan monks that spend years with no sex, and they are fine? In fact, they are better than fine. So it is unfortunate that we live in the Sodom and Gomorrah of today, where everything has to be sexualized. So when I send out a message like this, that guys, and I'm now sending it not to the girls, I'm sending it to the men. Protect your lady, protect your unborn baby. Find a way to be disciplined so that you don't need sex. At least 3 months, gay. At least 3 months. Protect umtanako. Then afterwards you'll have sex. I'm cool. I'm gonna go Oxford Street. You don't know where Oxford Street.
You make things worse.
You're making things worse. And people don't understand the energies that you carry from having multiple sexual partners or having sex with someone that has multiple sexual partners. We spoke about this in the Soul Ties episode, where someone comes to you for a reading, but you pick up a stranger and you're like, hi, man, who's Patrick? And the person, Patrick is, no, man, there's a Patrick here. He says he needs help. He lived in this area and this. I'm not even from there. Can't you know, you slept with someone that used to sleep with Patrick.
Oh my God.
Now you're coming for a reading and Patrick's energies are on you. And now we are picking up Patrick's problems on you. Which means whatever problems Patrick has, they are now sitting on you and delaying your destiny.
Yeah, that's so true. Let's go through some of the questions that we have on TikTok.
It's very hard to explain that part.
Yeah.
It's very hard and people don't get it.
Yeah, but like, I feel like the biggest takeaway from that is that, you know what, like men should really protect their wives or should really protect their partners.
Yes.
They shouldn't put in the pressure on them.
Oh, the protection question that comes up as well.
Yes.
Hi, Madam Kudum, I'm using a condom when I'm sleeping outside. It is not about the physical. It is about the spiritual, the sexual energies that you. There's a lady that was on Podcast and Chill. I don't like promoting this, but I'm just telling you. She is a prostitute that was being interviewed. And she was explaining that some people offer them a lot of money
to go skin
so that they can do funny things to them, so that they can remove their bad luck.
But that's a ritual.
That's a ritual.
That's a ritual.
Yeah.
That's
so a man will come to you and say, allow me to pee on you, pee on your face. Like urine.
Wow.
Urine. Because Inyanga said, go and do this and this and this. If you go, and even these things that are happening in Dubai, where they are putting poo on women, those are rituals. So that people, so how do they do this? They do this because they are acting in the spiritual realm.
And I feel like, you know, like everything that we, like our influence, you know, I don't want to say this and I don't want to be controversial, but also our system, our world system. I mean, like everything that we are influenced by, it's sexual. You know, I turn on Channel O, I turn on MTV Days, Trace, the music videos, this is a one band, this is a one band.
Yes.
Why is it that like for an artist, the music videos we play on television, it has to have models with bikinis?
Half naked, yeah.
You know, like why is it about that? And why is the music of hip hop artists about smashing? You know, and then the ass and the stuff like you know, like.
I blame Rex, in fact. That was a hip hop song way before your time. It shocked me because I was sitting with my dad watching TV and it just started. When it starts, there's a big booty of a woman in the screen, like zoomed in, and she was wearing a thong and she's twerking. This is early 90s. those that are as old as me, they know Rex and Effect.
Yes.
Teddy Riley's group,
Yes.
R&B. That's when things started being too sexual in music videos, because they say sex sells.
Like not in Kulu. It's just a fantasy. They sold us a fantasy.
Yes.
You know, like I was just, talking to my girlfriend about this just yesterday. I was watching this other movie and I realized through the movie, I've got to learn that no man, this thing of sexual fantasy is dangerous.
Yes.
It really is dangerous. I mean, like that's when as a guy I'll say, hey, I want to have a threesome. Hey, I want to have an orgy. Hey, I want to have this. But I don't know if I bring the other person, whether that person is a prostitute, and women are so present to a point whereby I think women are so present to a point whereby I want to make him happy, so let me just ask my friend,
everything, yeah.
show me, can you maybe join me, and we do a something like
yeah. It's sexual deviancy. That's how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. It is so bad right now. It is gotten worse. Even when you are at the mall and you look at young girls wearing what is that skirt? Cash content.
You kitchen out, my man. You kitchen out.
Like,
you're not that old, bro. You're not that old.
No, I hate that skirt.
Cash content.
Guys, now I look at it and like, where are we going? Because for some reason, people just keep wanting to push it further. So the same thing happens. You start with, baby, I wanna experiment in bed. Oh, okay, all right. Then you experiment. Then you are never satisfied. Oh, okay, let's have a threesome. Oh no, let's have a foursome.
It's gonna keep increasing.
Oh no, let's bring a goat now into bed. Oh no, we need a midget in bed. We need blood.
Oh my God.
What blood? What's happening?
What's this thing getting?
Where are we going now? So that's when you start to realize, no, the devil is involved here.
Yeah. But men are weak and cool.
No, but you need to start realizing that, hey, you can't be controlled by sex so much. Something is wrong when you now want everything now. Like, you just, I want to have sex at the robots. I want everybody to see me.
Yeah.
I want it in the car.
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to achieve?
Yeah.
Now it's at a point where you're addicted to it and you don't see it. But it's called, no, but this guy is adventurous. No, he's not. He's losing his mind slowly because he wants to be a sexual deviant. I just want to do this. I just want to try this. I want to try that. And then it keeps just, oh no, there's bestiality as well. People sleeping with animals. Why? There are those that are married to
a tree.
Someone in America is married to a tree. Someone likes making love to cars. He puts his thing in the exhaust. I'm serious. These things you see them online. Yeah. People do all kinds of crazy things. Others they dress up as teddy bears. They wear those things. And then they go and have orgies in the bush. All of those things are energies that come from paganism that was done to certain gods back in the days that were for sex. Read about Bilqis.
I know.
Goddess.
Yes. Like is that the story? No. I think it's a different story because I know the story of like an Egyptian king. For him to remain immortal, he had to sleep with young kids and stuff like that. But yeah.
So it is important that you protect this baby, guys. I also recently learned that abantu bayakwazi ukuthwala with a womb of a young woman.
Wow.
So they would do something, some muti, and then every time this woman goes on a period, money comes in.
Oh my God.
But this woman was witnessing and saying this. She said that she feels so horrible about it because what she did to her niece.
Yes.
And her niece is now married, she's grown, but she can't have children because of what she did. She's rich, she's making money. Every time this woman is getting a period,
she's getting millions.
She's getting millions. So We don't know what the father will pick up out there. Going back to the topic at hand, we are just saying, Baba, we know you have needs, but wait, protect your child, protect your wife, and then when she gives birth, then you guys will go for cleansing, and then you guys can,
Because man, nowadays, man, it's like, yo, they're gonna die without it, eh? Let's get into some of the topics. Are you rolling, Nasa? Alright, cool. Like, let's get into some of the questions that our people ask us on TikTok.
I love my questions.
Yo, bro, we have La Forcha Soul Searcher. She's saying, important question. What about buying clothes for the baby before delivery? How wise is it?
It's not. It's exactly what I was saying. You went and you prayed for the harvest. In our culture as Africans, we celebrate the harvest. We will pray and celebrate to Nomkubulwane because the harvest is coming.
Yeah.
Now, when you want to go buy clothes before the baby is born, just wait. Just wait a little. And then the baby will be here, and then you'll go buy. Rather take that money that you want to go buy clothes, put it in a separate pocket in your bank account, and say this is for the baby that's coming. And then once the baby is here, you go and you buy.
But I think she's referring to preparing, that there is someone that's coming, like when you are 8, 9 months, and then you start buying essentials.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Is that a bad thing? Like maybe for you to have a...
I am not saying...
What do they call it, baby bag, when you go to the hospital?
I am not saying it's a bad thing, love. I'm just saying that from a perspective of African culture, you shouldn't do that. Just deliver. Then you'll be able to go buy stuff on the day. Yeah, go and buy that. Going
back to what you just said, that it's advisable that when you just had a child, you must sit indoors or what.
Yes.
So when you are back from the hospital,
but the baby daddy will go buy.
I understand.
I get it. I know females are gonna shoot me down. I mean, I'm just telling you, female. I'm talking about African culture. If you guys want to do it, you can do it. People have been doing it for years. Some it goes wrong, some it works. That's why I'm saying learn to connect with your guides. Ask your guides when you're pregnant, what month can I go buy clothes for the baby?
Yeah. Like there's this new thing also. I don't know if you've seen it. And I think I'm mentioning this based on this comment by Mizani_Red. I didn't tell people they knew when I started showing. Didn't reveal the gender, no social media content, etc. I'm only posting content I made during pregnancy now after I delivered. Best decision. So now there's a thing of like women nowadays when they're still pregnant, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, they post content during the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those dangers in Kulu, because that is like, that's another thing. Paul, what's up with that?
People are enjoying their pregnancies in different ways. There's ones that would love to express it out, hey.
Yes.
And I think mostly it's the first time moms. It's
excitement, Yeah.
Those that are shooting naked with the baby daddy.
Yo, man.
Yeah, they go for photo shoot.
Yeah, photo shoot.
Then it's also enjoying pregnancy.
That one is cool. That one is good. Photo shoot, perfect photo shoot. That one I respect. That one I respect. That one is sacred. For me, it's sacred.
Standing in front of a camera naked, it's not gonna happen.
I'm not naked. SK does this. SK does this kind of shoots mostly, where like it's your pregnancy shoots, like you have a mother, and then
you'll be dressed that way.
And then you put a sheets or you put a towel and then you do a thing because you want to show the stomach.
Okay, fine, do the shoot. But why show it to the world? Why put it on WhatsApp status?
Also, that's where I'm also, I like.
Why are you putting it on Facebook?
No, most people do it after. They have delivered. There's just those.
I'm okay with that. But again, look at how many months you're doing it after, guys. I mean, guys, people are evil out there. That's what I'm trying to say. People are evil out there. There are people who you put your new Mercedes on your WhatsApp status. Yo, guys.
But to be honest, you can't run away from those people either way in life, in general. You're pregnant, you're gonna start showing. they would know.
Hence, I'm saying, hambiyo tolintambo, hambiyo and misa, and protect the baby.
And you can't stop living your life because you are scared from Abo Paul and Abo
No,
Marwan.
I'm not saying stop your life.
No.
You know, I'm saying this is not a one size fits all. You will see when you go through the feed. There are people who are actually witnesses to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who are saying, I know what Mkulu is talking about. I mean, I had a miscarriage when I did this.
I know.
So I'm talking about Gucci people must protect themselves because you don't know where you lie.
Yo, you know what?
And also, we don't know what people do behind closed doors. Eh?
You know what?
Maybe the ones that are posting, they know they are covered.
Yeah.
They are well protected. We
You know
don't
what?
know.
I'm realizing
When
this.
is Panda is Hambala.
They don't know what people do.
You know what's crazy about London? Like, I'm realizing that Valentine's is coming and there are guys who are expecting. So what about those guys? Like, Valentine's is here and you know Valentine's things happen. So it's going to be crazy for them.
No, remember, people can make love.
Yeah.
You know, just up until the 7th month, and then after 7th month, look at the positions you use.
Yeah, but...
So there's nothing wrong with love
yes,
making.
yeah. During
But if you are making love to a man that is making love to other people,
ooh, that's a problem.
that might be a problem. Remember, you're protecting the baby.
Yeah.
So Valentine's is good.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Litabo here, Tabo Joy, like touching on what we are speaking about men sleeping around.
Yeah.
She's saying, I lost my baby boy in 8 weeks.
Sure.
Men don't listen, they sleep around. And high blood because of stress. But I have the most interesting one. I think it's a question.
Yeah.
Ndoni, she's asking, can someone please explain to me why they say pregnant women should not swim in the ocean? Do you have an idea around that? Because also, like, I think it links also with giving birth in a swimming pool or in a tub, like that.
So I don't know the history of that, but yes, I've heard it. And I think it has something to do with the spirits that are in the ocean. Remember, even Abu, brother Enigma now are talking about the marine kingdom.
Yes.
So you don't know what's in the ocean that might end up taking the baby. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be careful. There's a lot of things in the ocean that we don't fully understand.
Yes.
But for Ndoni, I'm going to do research for her and then I'm going to answer her next week. But I want the history of that. But what I'm feeling right now is the issue of that there's a possibility of bad spirits in the ocean.
Yeah. So my password, guys. I can give it to you. Oh, it's done. Is the live still rolling? Guys, we were shooting also live, so that's why they're asking for the password. Okay, cool. I think like we can offer 10 minutes.
Who are you talking to? The live is here.
Is it live?
No, like I think like we're also
No,
podcasting.
It's not living.
It's not live.
The live is off.
It's fine.
Damn. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I think like, we can just continue because really I'm about to wrap up. You know, like, most questions I was able to cover here.
Yeah. There's good questions there though.
Yeah. Do you have like any maybe like knowledge on like giving birth in a bathtub?
There's I don't want to say it's a Western thing.
Yes.
But remember, biologically, the child is coming from a fluid world into another fluid world, so the baby will be fine.
Yeah.
There are people who surround you in prayer and hold space for you at that time when you are going to give birth.
Yeah.
So I don't like it because it's a Western thing, but apparently it's a good thing. People who've done it say it's really good.
Yeah.
There's something called a baby doula.
Yes.
You know about it?
No.
There are baby doulas and there are birth doulas and there are death doulas.
Ooh, death doulas.
Doulas, yeah. These are people that have a gift to be able to hold space for this child that's coming into this world.
Yes.
When you are passing as well, they are there. So in a situation where the child is being born, there will be a gynecologist, there'll be a midwife, there'll be a nurse, and then there'll be a birth doula. The doula stands there and holds spiritually this child so that they can come through safely to the world. Same goes when a person dies. The death doula does the same thing, only now ushering the soul of this person into the spirit world.
Yes, right.
So, yeah, funny things happen though with the birth, the birth, because sometimes people pull themselves in there, you know. Childbirth is not a joke, guys. No. It's not.
You know what's funny, Mkulu? Back then, like when I was just doing my research, back then in Africa, there was a way in which women were able to give birth without feeling much pain. And it it never used to be this hard, you know, the push. Also, like, you know, when it kind of long time is not sitting properly, there's, you know, some sort of like a ritual or a thing that yes. and stuff, and we lost all those teachings.
We did.
You know, man.
But there still are women who can do that. There are herbs that are used in order to facilitate that and make it easier. I know one old lady I spoke to years ago who told me that 2 of her pregnancies she gave birth by herself.
Wow.
And I said to her, please explain to me, I'm curious, how did you do that? She said, no, there were no cars, there was no time, there were no cell phones. I was alone in the house, my husband was at work, and my kids were, you know, so she just walked to the nearest window, and she said she just squatted, and she let the baby come out.
And that way it's easier.
And I was like, my God. Which means gravity helped her in that instance.
That squatting position, the pull of gravity.
But look, I'm not a woman. I can't imagine it. I don't know how to imagine it. But when she told me that, I had a different level of respect for females from way back. Like giving birth by yourself. That is like you're a superhuman being. Like, do you know how many people are in theater nowadays? Like the anesthetist, the pediatrician, the gynae, everyone, the nurses are there. Like when my child was born, I was in the theater. I said I want to see. When they cut my ex-wife, there was blood that just went this way. I remember going, whoa! and the doctors kept asking me, are you sure you want to be here? And I'm like, no, I want to see. It was quite fascinating.
Like, you didn't think, because like other men think during that whole entire screen.
My dream, before I die, is to deliver a baby. Like, I want to help someone deliver a baby. I've taken women to hospital. Like you're driving in the township at night and you find a woman standing in the bus stop and there's no transport. And she goes, and you're like, oh my gosh, the angels brought me here, and then I just park. Please come in. And then I take them to hospital. She in hospital in Las. And I remember those women phoned me because they asked where this guy is from. Because they saw me in one of the neighbors. They asked my name in the car. I told them my name. They named their son after me.
Wow.
There's a Mlungisi out there.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Mlungisi. I used to take people who are shot, people who are stabbed. I would pick them up. I would take them to hospital. I'm not afraid of blood. I'm not scared of. Remember, I once wanted to be a doctor. So I would have been okay with medicine because I don't mind cuts. I don't mind wounds.
Yeah, that's really true, man. But it might happen that you may be about your son.
No.
You never know.
I wouldn't want to risk it because you'd rather have professionals on it. But if, let's say, we're sitting like this, and suddenly we hear a scream here in the house, and it's someone about to give birth, and it's too late. Maybe you can see it's crowning the top of the head.
It's a centimeter's child.
Dude, I want hot water. I want a towel.
You want to overlay,
I've seen it in the movies. I will do it. I will deliver that child.
Dr. C.
Oh, no,
hey man, that's how I like to wrap it up today. This episode has been, again, educational as always. I hope you guys learn, man. Just save this video, right? Just save this video or share this video to like your relatives, your partners, right? Like woman, as you're watching this video, share it to your husband, share it to your man. Share it with them fix. When it's needed, you know, that's that thing. They say, wait the 6 months, protect your kid. And also, I feel like that's the most important time in which you should be bonding with your wife because she just went through that's the most toughest thing. You know, I respect women on that, man. You know, like to give birth is not an easy thing.
There's something that just came to my mind now. Learn to realize that you love your person even outside of sex.
My guy.
Bond with her
My guy.
even outside of sex.
My guy.
There's this couple that I used to know years ago. They used to be drunk all the time together. They met at the bar. and then one day I said to them, do you guys even know if you love each other outside alcohol? And they looked at me and they're like, no, we are always drunk in this house. So learn to know your partner even outside the need for sex.
Yeah.
Learn to love each other that way.
Yeah.
Maybe that 6 months could build a bond that's unbreakable.
Definitely. Cuddle, you know, bond,
Yes.
stuff like that. And man, for me, to you, the team, Malwande, SK, Mpo, Mkulisishi, the Spirit Matters team, we love you. Please subscribe, man. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. If you found this educational, if you like this episode, we are trying so hard to really improve the podcast in all ways, audio, visually, everything, man. Please help us grow by just subscribing. Also, leave down your comment. Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you on another one. Peace.
Awesome.
Peace.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love.